Some people say that the transportation average is the leader of the markets right now. So I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing right now, teach you a few things of what's happening in the market, what's happening with the transports right now, and what is likely to happen. Let's get straight into it. Guys, do not place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the markets. And trading is a hard thing. It's not a matter of just opening up accounts, start the trade, right? Trading is a hard thing. That's why it takes time for you to truly understand what it takes to become a good trader. Also, guys, make sure you grab your free trading course, mistakes, chart reading techniques, trading systems, mindset, all that sort of stuff. First link in the description. Let's get straight into it, guys. Now, I want to do this video because some people say that, some people say that transportation is the leader, right? The leader of the market right now is very weak. The leader of the market right now is very weak. Now, if you say if it's the leader, then the leader of the market is very weak. If you don't say it's the leader, then I'm just going to share with you what I'm seeing right now on the transports of what's happening right now. So when we're looking at this here, let me actually I'm going to bring up a daily chart through here, okay? And the first thing I'm going to share with you is what's really going on right now with the transports daily chart. Firstly, what do we see through here? Okay, we see what? We see how we actually have. We see that when the market is really not going anywhere through here, is it? But notice one thing here, and I want to share with you something here, okay, guys? Notice something through here. Notice how we haven't been going anywhere right now, but notice how we recently actually broke this lower low through here. So you can see throughout this entire time, and if I bring up my weekly chart through here, you can see it even more on this. And I was actually speaking to my private clients just recently about this over the last week when I was trading with them. And I told them, be careful of the transports because this has now a high probability of rolling over, because some of my private clients are pointing out, oh, John, look, let me actually do this here. They said, oh, John, look, we have a higher low and breaking up through here. And I was saying, we have a very high probability of failing through here and getting hammered. What was that failing? Because some people are like, oh, this is a head and shoulder, head, shoulder through here. So it's a head and shoulder, right? So therefore, we're likely to start to see shoulder, head, shoulder, right? So therefore, we're likely to see a big move to the upside. So I said, okay, cool. That may be the case, but let's go have a look at the big picture and see what the big picture is telling us here. So if we go to the big picture, which is the weekly chart through here, look at this. Because remember, the market is always telling us what's going on right now as I speak. The market is always telling us what's going on right now. Makes sense? So let's have a look at this here. So remember, guys, in an uptrend, what do we have? What do we have? Higher highs, higher lows. In a downtrend, we have lower lows, lower highs. In a sideways market, you just have this sort of action, right? There's no one really in control. So look at this thing. Look at this thing through here. We actually have what? We have a low, a higher low, sideways, higher low, higher low, higher low. Sort of this whole thing here was a higher low, right? Sort of just, remember this on the weekly chart here, by the way, higher low, and then we had this low through here, and then the market ran up, made this higher. But notice something here. Remember, this is a very, 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 very key indicator that the buyers are still raising their prices. Now, there's a thing that I can teach you a bit later on here that's okay, that as we started to get through here, it started to show that the buyers were losing a lot of momentum. Through this starting point through here, we had strong trend, and then we started to have a bit of a weaker momentum, which actually signals we may be getting into some sort of a topping pattern here. Now, anyway, so what do we have through here? The market came down, made a lower low. What does that mean? It means that the buyers are no longer raising their prices in the transports. What does that mean as well too? Well, now when the market runs up, we now have a very high probability of creating some sort of higher, lower high. Now, there's no guarantees of that. But if the market does create a lower high, and we break below these lows through here, then who's in control? We've gone from what? We've gone from buyers in control up through here to now see how the sellers are lowering their prices right now. The market is telling you what's going on. So as we see this thing through here, and as we see this through here, this is what's actually going on right now. We actually had a high low, higher low, higher low, higher low. This is a lower low, signaling that the market might be changing. Now we run up, now we're creating some sort of lower high. So this is now the sellers now starting to come into these markets, and now we're likely to see a lot more downside. Now, I don't believe we're going to get a big drop down, but we may see a 15 to 20% drop back down towards this 160 level on the transports, the IYT, by the way, the ETF, on the transports. Make sense? So if I go back over to the daily chart and share with you what the daily chart looks like right now, look what the daily chart is telling us right now. What is it telling us? Look at this here. Lower low, significant lower high, and breaking down. Look at also my see my moving average. This is a 52 moving average. There's nothing special about the moving average, by the way, guys. You know, you could be using 50, 40, whatever. But I'm getting this strong trending moving average through here now. It means we're signaling some sort of change in trend now, right now. So as we're speaking right now, guys, the leader of the pack, the leader is, the leader is very weak in the stock market right now. And if this is very weak right now and you say this is the leader, well, it's probably going to continue to drag the stock market down with it, because what we're getting here right now in the market. So therefore, guys, do not fight this market. And especially if you're looking at the transports, you trade in the transports or have anything to do with the transports right now, you can see the reason why we failed through here and we came down. Why? Because when you look at that weekly chart, it was telling you this lower low through here it was clearly telling you that you need to be alert, because the buyers are no longer strongly trending up anymore. They're the buyers are no longer doing that anymore. So the buyers are not in control anymore. And they need to be alert, because if we start to get a lower high, which we did, then that's now trend changing. We've gone from uptrend for the last couple of years to now shifting to a downtrend. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to go straight down. Nothing ever does. What I'm saying right now, we could get a little bit of upward movement, sideways movement, but that's what's happening right now on the transports. Before you go, make sure you grab the free Grab the Markets by the Balls training course. In this training course, you're going to learn the top 13 deadly mistakes, the success formula, charting boundaries, the PT method, the ultimate trading system, the blast off trading system, #1 in trading indicator, the $1 million trade and money management, how successful traders approach the market, and so much more. Get this training course for free right now. Click on the very first link in the description to get this whole complete trading course to give you the edge on your side of trading this market. Do that right now, and I'll see you on the other side.